welcome back to Apex Investor. This is the weekly recap for the previous week. What was that? That would be 21, -7, so the week of the 14th. No, that's not the 14th. So Monday, exactly 7 days from, so the 16th, the week of the September 16th to the 20th. So Micro Cloud Hologram, aka Holo, which is really the spotlight of this, the spotlight's on that in this channel anyway for now. That was up to 30 cents, 31 cents to be exact. And the volume was almost about double the average, so we had some volume coming in. It spiked to 30, 31, and then it dropped down to 23 cents. So this is it's relatively stable. I mean, I don't know if that's the right word. It's staying above 20 cents, so that it's stable in that sense. But there's really nothing to report until the reverse split. We have the stockholder or shareholders meeting coming up on Thursday, which would be Friday Beijing time. So we'll see what the results are from that. Let's take a look at Bitcoin momentarily. That one's up. This one's staying above 80,000, above 70,000 anyway. Bitcoin, one of the strongest investments you can make in this financial universe, I guess you could say. Richtech Robotics is down almost 17%. So that is going downward from a previous, it was up, I think at $2 at one point. $1.50 to be exact, but I think it did hit $2. Yeah, right there, April 8th. And then it went down all the way to 37 cents. So that was a great pickup at 37. Because this is going right back to $2 and higher. Once they deploy, I don't know what other word to use, but they deploy all the robots to the Walmarts, specifically the ghost kitchens. And they introduced, they have a $21 million public offering, so that most likely brought the stock down a little bit. I want to take a look at that news because I still am very bullish on this company. As much as we cover Holo, Richtech Robotics is a way better bet in my heart of hearts. Has more fundamentals, has an actual product and business going on. So we might do a separate video on the Reddit stuff. There's a lot to cover for Holo short squeeze. There is a lot, as you can see. Okay, not so much. There's like 9 tabs, 8 or 9 tabs. So let's look at the Richtech Robotics news. It says they announced a public offering of 15.6, let's round that off, 15.6 million shares of its Class B common stock. An offering price of $1.35 per share, but they are trading way below that. So that is still that is a good deal to get it below $1.35, because it is it's worth over $2. Especially in the next 5 years, you're going to see this stock really take off, especially with the way things are going with hiring. Or maybe hiring less human beings and hiring more robots, if that makes sense. Using robots to replace humans for menial tasks that you free up the human element to do more productive things, but also replacing people. I mean, let's be frank, they're replacing people to some degree, whether we like it or not. Self-driving cars, that's an example. You're going to get rid of taxi drivers and Uber drivers. Richtech Robotics introduces Scorpion, an AI-powered single-arm beverage service robot. That's what I've been saying. It's going to be essentially what the Atom is, but much smaller and more compact and cheaper. And they announced a distribution partnership for 500 robots over 5 years. That is a great deal. So it's not only it's not only an announcement about the product. Sorry to be so loud. Let me just back it up a bit. It's not just an announcement of Scorpion. It's an announcement that they have a partnership. So that's double good news. Double plus good. If we're going to use 1984 language, might as well. We live in an Orwellian reality right now. Reality is stranger than fiction. Okay, Nevada, blah, blah, blah. Let's see what it says. 500 Scorpion units. An agreement with Park 34 Liquor Store. Wow. Okay, there you go. There's a deal right there. Doesn't have to be Walmart all the time. It just has to be a deal. And then they go right out and say, incorporating NVIDIA technologies. They're going for the shorts' throat, if that makes sense. They're really rubbing it in their faces. We are with NVIDIA. NVIDIA powers us. They've accelerated our products, our technologies. What are they using? They're being very specific. They're not just saying, oh, we're with NVIDIA in some way, shape, or form. They're telling us, they're telling everybody, the shorts, shareholders, potential partners, current partners, they're using the NVIDIA Jetson Orin platform. Couldn't get more specific than that. And then also the Deepstream Software Development Unit talks about how it's helping their Scorpion specifically with advanced body movement detection. This isn't just vaporware or just something they made up. This is true. 95% accuracy. It also uses the NVIDIA Isaac ROS. I think that's an operating system. Robot operating system, maybe. I'm just guessing. And it helps it with virtual cameras for accurate obstacle avoidance and object recognition, optimizing path planning for safe and efficient operation in complex environments. Keeps going. Tests and validates the entire software stack in the NVIDIA Isaac Slim, or I should say SIM. That is, couldn't be more bullish for this company. They're really going places. They just made a deal with over 500 locations. So add that to the Walmart deal. That's at least $4 per share in my mind. So support is right now. I think this is a great buy between 50 cents to $1, even $1.35, but let's just say 50 cents to $1 for Richtech. So that's all for Richtech. This is a stock that has been promoted by just random people on StockTwits, and that was a bad call. This is not going anywhere but down. It's EDI, or IDAI. Yeah, complete. Not even going to mention that anymore. Just actually going to remove that from my list. I am going to officially remove this from my watch list. This is a crap thing. Completely crapola. SLDP is up 9.7%. It's almost 10%, so it gets an honorable mention. Let's look at the activity of this stock in the last month, 6 months, and even the year. The support is $1.17. Resistance at 2. And it's right in between that range. This has a lot of upside potential. Okay, and solar has a bright future ahead of it. We can see it was as low as $1.20 in the last month, and it's looking good. It's hitting some resistance at $1.50. Okay, look at the volume quickly. Yeah, volume is up. Makes sense. GameStop up 12% on Friday. Let's look at what's going on with GameStop. Wow, okay. So I remember it was stuck at $18 for the longest time, the last month. It did hit a high of $24.50, September 9th. So yeah, this is still a good stock. I know it's a meme stock and it's been targeted, but this is still a good stock at the price of, I'm going to say, $10 to $17. Let's look at the last year. I mean, yeah, it does spike here and there, but not as good as other stocks like Richtech Robotics. But yeah, $19. It's a pretty good, it's showing good support at 18. 17, 18, that's the buy entry point. And then you want to sell this probably 20. Let's look at the last month. It's hard to get a gauge. 24. Yeah, 24. Yeah, it's a good play at 18 and a good sell at 20, 23, 24. Make a quick buck on that. Okay, so I think that's all for this update. We'll do a separate video on Hollow, short squeeze Reddit. And thanks for your time. That was the weekly update. So we're most likely will be doing weekly updates until after the reverse stock split and I've sold my positions in Hollow, and then we can get back to our regular programming in terms of, looking at actual viable stocks that have a proven track record and is not a Chinese stock. It is not a pump and dump. It is not a hit or miss or Russian roulette kind of thing. Well, in this case, Chinese roulette. So that's all for this one. We'll see you in the next one. It'll be the Hollow short squeeze only video.